Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And this is Putty from TeamworkCast.
And we are here with an exciting video of a Netrunner tournament, of a game from a Netrunner tournament I visited. This one took place at the 22nd February at Hiveworld in Cologne, which is a very, very beautiful store, which I visit frequently because it's right next to the place where I live. A great store where you can play like Magic cards and apparently Netrunner. So they had a Netrunner tournament with 9 people around, and I also participated here, and this is the first game I recorded there. I actually haven't played in this game. It is 2 other people playing here. Sadly, I forgot the names. I didn't actually record the names. I don't have any paper that writes down the names. So we're gonna find out. I'm gonna actually ask the people from the store to give me the names, and I'm gonna put them in the comment section. Let us just begin.
All right.
So the player on the left is playing Hiveworld, the identity custom biotics, which has actually no special power whatsoever. He just has lots of influence to include cards from other factions.
I like that it also says you cannot include the Jinteki in this deck.
Yes, so he won't be trying to kill the runner, probably.
Oh, I hate the Jinteki so much. And I see the other guy is the champion of all of Netrunner, Whizzard!
It is indeed Whizzard. Whizzard was the last identity I got, because I got the first pack the last for some reason. So Whizzard is
That is weird.
Whizzard is a huge nerd, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a gamer. His flavor text just says, running is the ultimate game. I get to make all of the rules.
Ah, yes. And he has you're likely to be eaten by a Gru t-shirt. His special ability is he's able to trash things very easily. So maybe we're going to see a lot of trashing in this game. Both players are taking a mulligan at this point.
Yeah, the one thing that we should talk about are the 2 dice on the left player's side,
yes,
and the 4 little tokens on Whizzard.
Yes.
Those are the clicks.
Yes. I'm not really sure if the corporation is actually tracking their clicks. I think they're using their mind to track the clicks. But Whizzard certainly is going to use the little red dots on the card to check to keep track of the 4 clicks, 4 actions he has every turn. Yes, so we are about to begin. The corporation draws a card, keeps the hand, draws a card, and they will probably play some ice, I would assume.
I really like this person's little tackle box.
Yes, it is beautiful. I also have one of these. Yes, so we have 2 ice, and he gets 1 credit. He is at 6 credits, and then it's the runner's turn.
So what's the point of protecting your identity card?
Well, the identity card represents your hand, so if the runner makes a run on your hand, on the identity card, then he gets to access a card from your hand. Very good move at the beginning of the game where there's likely to be agendas on your hand.
I really like this. This is the bank card. There's 12 credits that are put on there, correct? And
yes,
you can take off, is it 3 at a time or 4 at a time?
I think you can make 2 out of...
or 2,
yes.
What it is.
So it's called Armitage Code Busting. The first card that the runner played, you put 12 credits there, and you can take credits from there. So it's like a bank. Indeed.
Yeah.
And then he plays a Djinn, which allows him to get cards. And he makes a huge mistake there. And he was quite embarrassed about this, actually, he told me. He tried to play Parasite on an ice that was not rest. And that is actually not possible. It says so explicitly on the card. Otherwise, the Parasite is a program that gets hosted on an ice, on a software that protects the server, and it slowly degrades the ice until it gets trashed.
So one thing we should say for people who have not played before is that the corporation can take 3 actions per turn, and yes, the runner can take 4.
Yes. So
these actions are, you can get money, you can play a card, you can draw a card.
Yes.
It's kind of... as far as that goes.
Yes, it is. So the corporation, for example, use all the 3 actions now to take money. So they have 9 money now, and now the runner takes the first action to take money from their money card. So he has 4 now. The second action is going to be probably a run. Oh no!
I hope so.
No, he uses Djinn, which is the second card he played, which is kind of like a weird card which allows you to get cards from your deck if there are viruses.
The viruses are weird.
Yeah, this deck very much depends on viruses from what I understand. So he gets a very, very important card there. It's called Medium. And medium will allow him to access more cards if he makes multiple runs on the deck of the corporation, also called R&D. And that's exactly what he does. He makes a run on R&D now to get all of those beautiful cards. No rest from the corporation. He gets to access this card immediately. But it is nothing that he can score, so it gets put back on there. And medium gets a token.
So what happens with the tokens that are on there? Are those virus counters that he can then use for something?
These are virus counters indeed, but on medium they just... Every token after the first one allows him to access one more card.
Ah, okay. Now, the one thing I enjoy about this game is how well it balances what the corporation can do versus what the runner can do. So the runner is restricted by how much memory each card costs.
Yes.
So right now, I can't tell how much memory he's used.
He's using, I think, 1 right now, or maybe 2. The thing is, he has Jin, and he can host things on the Jin, and they won't take up memory if he does.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, the Jin is a really practical thing. Everything we see so far is from the core set, so these are not really very advanced cards at all. So yes.
Does it get more advanced as the expansions have come out?
A little bit. We will see. I think in this game we will see more advanced cards as well. But the great thing about Netrunner, I think, is that with the core set you can get pretty far. Like all the basic cards that everybody plays all the time are actually in the core set. So I think he uses Demolition Run. Is that true? Did he use a Demolition Run?
I think so.
Yes, he does a demolition run on HQ, which would, if it succeeded, it would allow him to destroy all the cards, or a lot of cards in the HQ, which is the hand of the corporation. But the corporation raised a paper wall, and that paper wall stopped the runner.
Hate it when I get stopped by paper.
Yeah. The funny thing is that paper wall is like a very cheap and very simple card. It's just, when you break it you even trash it, so it's like a very, very feeble defense. But at this point, the runner has no code breakers out, so this feeble card stops him dead. Corporation installs another ices up the HQ, and it gets money, I guess.
Yeah, the thing with the so. From what I've seen, I guess over time, is that the runner, if they don't come out really hot and heavy, they're going to have a lot of trouble as the game goes on, because the corporation is an end game player and the runner is a very early game player. Typically,
it swings back and forth a little bit. But I wanted to point out that I think the runner made a mistake here, because he played a parasite on the paper wall, and the paper wall has a strength of 1. Now, the parasite would trash the ice if the ice is strength 0. But when you play the parasite doesn't have any counters on it, which would reduce the strength of the ice. So the parasite would have to stay there on 1 turn until the ice would get trashed. I think he thought he had a console installed that would get more counters on Parasite, but he didn't. So I think that was a mistake there. But then the runner did access the cards. He saw a Psychographics card, which we'll probably see later. And then he also installed an imp program, which is a more recent program from an expansion, which is again something that will allow him to trash more cards for free.
So the goal of him is to just keep the corporation completely, I guess, card light in their hand, so that they can't really do a whole lot.
I think he wants to destroy a lot of things, yes, indeed. But so far he hasn't succeeded very well. Corporation just gets money at this point.
Yeah, the corporation's not really doing anything.
Yeah,
they're protecting their hand, they're protecting their R&D, but they're not really doing anything else.
Yeah, they're very, very passive, just stocking up on money and doing nothing. So he gets a lot of money from the runner gets a lot of money from his bank, from his Armitage code busting, and does nothing.
Poor Whizzard.
Oh, corporation has to discard cards. No, wait a minute. He pays. He pays biotic labor, and he advances an agenda right there.
Oh. What is that? 3 points?
It is a 2-point agenda. It is Project Virtuvius,
nice.
which you can over advance, but he didn't over advance this point. This is like a very common combo. Biotic Labor gives you additional clicks, so when you play it, you have 4 clicks. and then you can score a 3-point agenda without even having to protect it with ice or anything.
Useful.
Very useful. Very something that a lot of people are playing. Even I play it in my corporate deck. So the runner gets another virus from his deck, which this time around is a data sucker, which I love very much. And he installs it on his Djinn. The data sucker will gather virus token as he's making runs, and then he can spend those virus tokens to decrease the strength of ice. And together with the parasite, the parasite, if a parasite is installed and the ice drops to strength 0, you trash that ice, so he can destroy ice using this combination.
Oh, and he's making a run.
Yes, he makes a run.
With that many ice there, the runner's taking a bit of a risk.
He's doing a face check.
Yeah.
Oh! He face checks right into a roto turret. The roto turret is a very mean ice because it doesn't just stop the run, it also trashes a program, so the medium has to go.
Ah. Well, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs?
Indeed, he broke an egg right there.
I think he broke many eggs.
Oh, it's just one egg. There are a lot of more eggs that can be broken. So he thinks about what he does in his last thing. Oh, he has another army touch there, so he uses it. Corporations just gets money. Corporations are very passive aggressive here.
No kidding. I hope that I hope he starts doing stuff.
I'm pretty sure he will at some point. So the runner draws a card with his first click. Thinks about what to do. So far, runner hasn't scored anything yet. Needs to get rid of that turret in order to get access to R&D. He gets monies and he pays Deja Vu. Are you familiar with that one?
No, what does it do?
You get cards from your archives. Or from your pile, I guess. From your discard pile. And if it's a virus, you can get 2 of them.
Oh.
So it's perfect.
Man, this is a very virus-heavy deck.
It is. It is very similar, actually, to the core set deck. And he used the virus to get
goodbye.
The parasite to get rid of the turret. Very smart move. The turret has just strength of 0, so you just play the card and it just gets immediately trashed. It's basically like ice removal at this point.
As the turret died, did it say, "I don't hate you"?
I hope so, because because the turret is different. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
Does the corporation get 3? He points out something important right there. They're counting the clicks now. Sometimes it's easy to get lose track of all the clicks.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of in this game.
Yeah, you can
a lot of little rules.
I mean, this guy, we made a mistake here in this game, and I'm feeling very confident about this because every time I make mistakes in this game, and you make a lot of mistakes in this game, I feel horrible. So seeing other people who are much more experienced than I am making mistakes makes me feel good.
It's those. I'm so used to playing with somebody who analyzes every single rule.
Oh no!
And every single move, and so it's helped me over time. But I can tell you, it is very frustrating to play against them. Indeed.
So we get a medium out, and he doesn't run, and we get the other ice, which is a enigma. It stops the run, and it also. Sucks out a click from the runner, but it was the last click. And the corporation plays one of my favorite cards. It is called Successful Demonstration. It just gets you money, but you can only play it if the runner made an unsuccessful run last turn.
What a nice card!
It has so much flavor because on the graphics on the art you see like a person doing like a spreadsheet presentation. Everybody's like cheering. So it's like corporation being like, yeah, we stopped the runner, woo!
Good job, everybody.
Everybody gets promotion. So the runner is getting monies from his Armitage code busting. He gets more cards from his discard pile with another Deja Vu. I guess he will get this parasite that he used to kill the turret. And he will probably use it again to kill this time around this enigma. Indeed!
Oh, the parasite. That parasite, I tell you.
This is a very, very unusual way to get through the ice. Usually you use icebreakers, but he just destroys the ice using those parasites. clear up all the ice. And it works well because the corporation seems to be running out of ice. They just put up a card without any protection right there in the server.
Those are the cards that worry me, but it's mostly because I play Jinteki all the freaking time. So this particular corporation, since they can't play Jinteki, more than likely they are actually agendas.
Or something else.
Or something a little else, but probably not a mind bomb.
Probably not Project Junebug or something, because they're not allowed to use those cards those traps. So I wanted to point out that the parasite that was installed on Enigma just got a virus token. It gets one every turn at the beginning of the runner's turn, and for each virus token, the ice gets -1 strength.
So it's literally doing what a parasite should do.
Yes, it eats up the ice. So I think he'd used Jin to get another parasite from his deck. He wants all of the parasites in his deck.
Yeah, I would too.
In his hand.
I like the strategy here isn't to break the ice, but just to slowly wear it down.
Yeah, to just eat it up. So he makes a run on the blank card, and it is a melange mining thing, and he trashes it, of course, immediately.
Melange gets you a lot of money very quickly, right?
Yes.
I think you pay 4 to get 7.
You pay 3 clicks, so the Corp has to use up the entire turn, all of the clicks in their turn, but they will get 7 monies for it.
It's so good.
It's very good. Initially I thought it wasn't very good, because you have to forfeit your entire turn, but you do it so often anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're stuck on money, if somehow the runner has done away,
Enigma gets
goodbye,
destroyed.
Enigma. Now his R&D is open.
Yes,
that is
and he
bad.
also the corporation installed another card, so we don't know what that is.
So the way that this works is he gets to look at the top card, but he doesn't have the one card that lets him look at multiple.
Yes, he has it out, but
it doesn't have any counters on it.
Now there are counters, and he scores an agenda.
That's good.
It is finally he scores his first agenda. It is Project Ares, 2 points.
So anyway, what I was trying to say is when he accesses this, he gets to look at a card. If it's
Another
an agenda,
one!
The runner scores the agenda.
Yes, indeed. So he scored 2 agendas now. He also scored a Project Vertovius. No, wait a minute. Mandatory upgrades, also 2 points. So he also did a demolition run, which would allow him to even trash the cards for free. He is doing quite well. The way to R&D is way open. He can just continue running the R&D, the deck of the corporation, and sucking all of the succulent agendas out of it.
It really feels at this point that the runner has complete control of this game.
Alas, here comes the big turnaround. The corporation plays mid-season replacements, which is a card you can only play if the runner has scored in the last turn, and he did score in the last turn. So now the corporation invests 4, 5, 6, 7 points plus in a trace, which is already strength 6. So basically, through very complicated means, the runner gets 13 tags. And then there's a cool combination, and then he uses Psychographics, which is an ability that it's a card that allows you to put as many advancement tokens on something as the runner has tags, which means he puts 13 tokens on this agenda, which is Project Ares. And Project Ares, for every agenda over 3, for every agenda token over 3, he can trash the runner's cards. So basically, through a very complicated combo, he trashed all of the programs of the runner.
So, okay, tags are essentially a bidding war, correct?
Yes. No, the trace is a bidding war, yes.
Trace is
yes. And he saved all this money, I guess, for this. That's why he was saving all this money all this time, because he wanted to have really lots of money to play this card at a point where the runner has no money whatsoever. Man, that was brutal.
Man, this game has completely switched.
Yeah, because I don't know. Did it because the corporation doesn't have any ice still?
That's true, because they can keep running on the R&D and just hoping for the best. But I think that this deck, the corporation deck, seems to be built around the idea that they are reactionary against what the runner is doing.
Yes. I think the combo that we just saw was the combo for this deck.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what.
like,
what
it worked. Is this the spike?
I don't know. It's more. I think it might be Spike indeed, but it's also very powerful. I mean, come on. He can now, if he plays one more psychographics, he can put with one card. He can put 12 advancement tokens on anything. he can do crazy stuff now. If he just
Send Spike.
If he can just get like the right agendas. So the runner keeps running the R&D, the deck. To find things that he can trash. He trashed a melange.
Oh, another finger came out of nowhere.
Yes, I'm pointing out things. I think I'm pointing out that he could have used the credits of his Whizzard to trash it, but that he used his credits in his bank account. So he basically wasted credits, I'm pointing out.
Ah, poor guy.
So the corporation has run out of ideas. They're using archive memories to get something out of the archive. What would you get out of the archive at this point?
I guess that I would want to get some ice, because
Yeah.
it seems like he's missing some ice.
Yeah, it would be a good idea. What does he get? Everybody's excited.
Yeah,
I think he will get this ice.
Yeah, I think so too. I would have gotten a turret. I think.
But turret can be destroyed by the parasite. I think that ice that he just got, that was Bastion, which I think was a good choice. It just stops the runner, it doesn't hurt the runner, but it is strength 3, I think, 4. I have to look it up. I think that was a good choice anyway.
Bam!
It's strength 4.
Oh, that's pretty beefy. That's gonna take the parasite a while to get over.
Yeah, especially since he doesn't have parasite. Ah, there is a parasite.
He does have a parasite.
Yes, here it is. But it will take 4 turns for this to run its course, so it wins the corporation some time.
I tell you, viruses. I can just see it now. Whizzard's just sending people phishing emails. Please reinstall your password.
And yet another successful demonstration. Corporations just cheering. They have corporations having a good old time. Everybody's like really happy about what's going on right now. And yet another one. Hey, everybody's getting promotions. Man, I really love that card. I'm really enjoying it so much. So what will happen now? The runner puts a token on his parasite at the beginning of this turn. Oh, and he uses Surge. Are you familiar with that card?
No, what does that do?
The Surge, basically, if you put a virus token on a card, you can put 2 more tokens on that card. So it basically accelerates everything. And he scores his final agenda. No, it's not the final agenda. It's just a 1-point agenda.
2 for 5.
Gila Hands Arcology, it's just worth 1 point. So he's at 5 at this point.
Oh, man. This is tense. Because the corporation's at what, 4?
Yes. And he has 5. So the next, if he just scores 1 agenda, he might win. If it's a 2-point agenda, at least. Corporation still has a lot of agendas to go. They get psychographics out of their trash pile, so they can advance things. And they install more ice.
More ice.
At this point, the runner is just running R&D.
Yeah, there's really. I mean, I guess you could try to run that card that isn't protected over there.
He could. But I think that
probably just another melange.
That would distract him from. I'm really excited that he's doing all the runs naked. Like he has nothing, no hardware, no nothing. So now that he meets a rotor turret which would trash programs, he doesn't even care. He doesn't have programs to trash.
Whatever.
Oh, now he runs the other card. Jackson Howard. But the corporation uses Jackson Howard. Are you familiar with Jackson Howard?
No, what does it do?
Oh, Jackson Howard is the card right now. Every corporation has plays Jackson Howard 3 times.
Oh, so it looks like it's a free agenda point?
No, Jackson Howard is a dude that allows you to draw 2 cards for a click. So that's already good.
Oh.
But you could, at any point, you can trash him to get 3 cards from your discard pile back into your deck.
Man, that is useful.
It is more useful than you think. Like a very, very successful strategy right now is to basically, if you have too much agendas on your hand, you put them in your archives. You park them in your archives. And then if a runner makes a run on the archives, you just get them back. Before the run.
That is just rude.
It is super rude. I played against a guy who did that to me, and I was like, what? You just blew my mind. So yeah.
What do you think about these card sleeves, the black card sleeves?
I don't know. I like the transparent ones, but they don't feel so nice.
I'm not a big fan of the black. I'd rather have a good color. Like I use red and orange, or blue and orange.
Wait a minute. The corporation just used psychographics to score another agenda.
Ooh,
what is it? I don't even see.
I think it was 2, because I think they're at 6 now.
And then he uses hedge funds to get more monies. So I think the next agenda wins either way.
Yeah.
Next agenda wins. Let's see what happens. Who can get out the next agenda? The runner has to get through the turret. The corporation just needs another psychographics and they win.
Or they just need to put down a parasite, right? Because that's a 0 strength.
Yeah, I don't think he has he has a parasite in his archives, but he puts down a Crypsis. You should be familiar with Crypsis, aren't you?
My memory on these cards is not very good right now.
So the Crypsis is one of the breakers from the core set, and it is a code breaker that can get through ice.
Okay.
Icebreaker that is able to get any type of ice.
Oh, that is useful.
That is very useful, but it's quite expensive, and also you have to charge it with those counters before you can use it.
Now I remember Crypsis. Okay.
Yeah. I was wondering.
Because you have to have it uses virus tokens, right? As long as you keep putting virus tokens on it, you can break almost anything.
Yes, but you have to put the virus token, so it's a very slow way of breaking through ice.
Yeah.
But it is a universal key. It gets through everything. But the corporation puts up more ice, so that will slow him down. What will he do now? Okay, second click. I don't know. What did he do with his first click? Did he get money?
I think he got money, yeah.
Okay, so 2 monies. Oh, he uses Account Siphon. Account Siphon allows him to, if he succeeds a run on the HQ, on the hand of the corporation, instead of accessing the hand, he can make them lose up to 5 monies, and then he will get monies in return.
Ooh, he's taking a risk, considering he's got the Crypsis out there.
Well, the corporation rest the ice and blocked him, so he didn't. So they lost money either way, but he didn't won money from this. So yeah, that was a bit of a risk. I guess he forced them to raise the ice. But now he makes a run on R&D, and now the corporation doesn't have money to raise that first ice. So he breaks the turret with the Crypsis, and he scores his agenda. Yes!
Nice!
That was a nice gambit right there. I mean, he was very lucky that he got that. And the funny thing is the corporation had the winning agenda in their hand as well. Wow! So that was really the final turn, and that was the final opportunity for the runner to win this game. A very, very close game.
That was a very well played game. I'm impressed. I missed the tournament scene.
Oh yes, it was so impressive. I was especially impressed how the runner recovered, even though he lost his entire rack, his entire equipment.
Yeah. That had to have not felt so good, but at the time that happened.
But that's kind of like a cool lesson from this. As a runner, it doesn't matter how many programs you have installed. You can do a lot in this game, even if you don't really have much cards out, if you're playing it in a smart way.
All right. Well, that game was enjoyable. I'm enjoying actually watching this because now I want to go and play.
And I hope you also want to play, and I hope you will also join us when we discuss another game. Bye!
Bye-bye!
Hack the planet!
Hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.